Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Habs Episode Hockey. Back to another video of the channel. Today's video, this is episode 5 of the Chicago Blackhawks rebuild. And today we are going to be doing the NG draft of the Chicago Blackhawks 2023 draft. And last video, you guys noticed that in the video, draft lotto, we got first overall pick. Because if you look at the draft lotto, we gained the first overall. We got the first overall. We were second last in the league, but somehow got it. It was gonna drop to third. They were last place in the league, and they dropped to third overall. And then if you look at the St. Louis Blues, they dropped a third to fourth. Like Buffalo climbed up in the rankings to get second overall. And then we also have 28th overall. And if you look at the second round, we have 34th, 48th, the 51, 31st, 51st, and 60th overall. And if you look here, we did offer in some leads last video, at the end of last video. We offered Michael Lozano a 2-year, $795,000 deal. And then we offered those hours that could play a solid bottom 6 wall on the team, third line most likely. And then you have Phil Kessel, that will be a veteran-ness on the team, but we're not going to try to make playoffs. We're probably going to deal a couple of these guys. We signed a couple of these guys to 1-year deals. We offered a couple of 1-year deals because we are probably going to most likely deal them at the deadline. We just use them to get points and get us to call it value. We also offered James Hall Leibstake a $4.75 million deal for 1 year. And we offered a backup for this year. Eddie Pascal a 1-year deal, $825,000, and we offered the big bucks to Tyler Bertuzzi on a $6.8 million for the next 2 years. Probably won't deal him up this year, but potentially next year for his last year deal. We'll probably end up trying to deal him or something like that. And then Connor Bedard at 4 year. If we do get this guy, we'll probably deal him at the deadline. How about these guys we will be dealing at the deadline? Connor Clifton signed up $3.25 million for the next 2 years. And then you get John Klingberg most likely will be dealt. We're gonna get some high value off this guy. $7.5 million for the next 2 years. Kind of an overpay in a way, but it's fine. We could probably take some salary at the deadline because shade him. And we have Gianni Fairbrother. I looked at his offer. He wanted very cheap, $7.5K, so $712.5K for 2 years. We'll do that. Great deal for, but I'll probably go up to like $750, probably. Yeah, $750,000 for 2 years. And then we offered on Cole Jordan. He'll probably play the AHL or something like that. And that's who we offered on last video. We have, like we said, we have the 48th pick, and we have the first overall pick. This is no brainer. First overall, we're gonna do the draft now. First overall, if you look at Connor Bedard, he is skilled. Bedard is a first line type talent at forward in his current league. Stylistically, isn't a guy who resembles Bedard on our team right now. We need someone that isn't like Bedard on our team, and he's the guy that will be probably, if we do draft, well, we're probably gonna draft him. He'll be he'll be like our first center of the future. And if you look at the strongest part of his game, he's a good playmaker. He has great IQ, great hockey sense. He just knows where his teammates are. Yeah, as above average shape. Bernard can hit. Yeah, he can play with a lot of ice time. That's why we're probably gonna we'll probably put him on the first line. That's why I basically did get just in case we get first overall. If we do get first overall, we play with guys like Connor Bedard. He'll play with guys like Connor Bedard. Let's do it. No brainer. Connor Bedard is going to the Chicago Blackhawks first overall. And second overall is going to be Leo Carlsson. Buffalo drops him. Adam Fantilli goes to Arizona. Zach Benson and Ducastel. Will Smith. Ooh, an interesting pick for Detroit. Kind of doesn't fit their system. Oliver Moore goes to Anaheim Ducks on 9th overall. Asheville selects Michkov, gets this guy for next. He'll be 9 in the league. Braden Yager goes to Montreal. And Christon goes to Montreal. Montreal gets 2 top 7 picks. What? When on earth did Montreal get? I want to see the trade history here because I'm kind of confused because if you look here, what on earth did they get? What on earth did they get? Montreal's Tower Jobs or what? If you look here, let's look. What did they trade for? Wait a minute. Did Calgary not be good this year? Wait, Florida. They have Florida's pick. Florida must have not been good. Florida must have been the 7th overall. The 5th overall must have been from Montreal. If you look here. Because, like, I would have loved Oliver Moore. It's just Oliver Moore went to Anaheim instead. We're probably going to get someone good. What's Sim to a pick? Please be someone good. There is Dalibor Dvorsky. Dalibor Dvorsky could be a second line center in the future. But fourth liner. Have a fairly what the? He has to develop. Like, he's the guy that could be good, that could be something. If we do draft him, he'll be a solid, kind of a solid bet, honestly. But it's kind of a. There's no way Dalibor Dvorsky did not get drafted. We could probably draft him like later. But I feel like Matthew Ward is something in him. I feel like he has potential to be something in the league. Matthew Wood, if you look at Matthew Wood's international, Matthew Wood's been fantastic. But if we might wanna, I don't know who we're gonna draft here because we could also draft Kalen Lynn. Kalen Lynn is statistically a third string. No, not third stringer. I want to look at Kalen Lynn. Kalen Lynn is most likely to fit on this fourth line. What? I want a center that can develop into a great center in this league. Sorry, Schirmel had a great season in the NCAA. And Axel Song and Pellica didn't get picked yet. If Edward Sally didn't get picked, I would have most likely picked Edward Sally. They drafted Nate Danielson. Leonard went to Minnesota. Look at height. The Rangers drafted Edward Sally. We're most likely going to draft Miles Helbit. Miles Helbit could play left forward with Bedard. Does he have the skill? Does he have the talent? Ew, his coverage not so good. Yeah, it makes sense why he will not be something in this league. If we look at Luka Hof is a type of guy. He's a fringe. Who else got a question mark? But I shouldn't count by mostly the spade, but outside brings another fringe that would have to take a few years to develop into a guy. He's had a great season in Frölunda. He's had a great year with Frölunda, and he had a great year with the Hanno AFKs. He's been great in everywhere he's played this season. Everywhere he's played this season, he's been a bomb on the ice. I'm probably gonna draft him with my next pick. We're probably gonna draft Dalibor Dvorsky. Dalibor Dvorsky, welcome to Chicago. Dvorsky's a guy I feel like that will develop into a great role. We're probably not going to draft Otto Salad yet. We're going to draft a goalie. I want to draft a goalie in the future. Let's draft Harabel. Now, let's see. Chicago, our pick won't be until here. So it's kind of an icky problem, though. We might pick our player. I would have said because great cards, but I might want to draft a defenseman here. We're going to go and draft Axel Sandin-Pellikka. Axel Sandin-Pellikka could be a great defenseman in the future. He could be the guy. He could be the play. He could be the type of person to just be there. Yeah, Willie was available. If you look here, Ethan Gauthier is available too. Like you can get an actual great guy here. And Danny Butte too. Danny Butte's been a decent bunch this season. If you look at the way he played in the MHL, the MHL, you play MHL and the KHL, he's been fantastic to watch. It's gonna be a tough decision because since you do know, did the goalie get picked yet? How about now? It's gonna be a decision that we're gonna have to make here because it's either we draft Otto Sedberg or Matthew Michkov. I've always wanted to draft. I might trade for more. Let's go with Anaheim. Owen Moore's one of the top prospects right now. What pet do we gotta give them? We're gonna give them the 2 seconds. My offer is weak. We're gonna have to give someone in our prospect pool. Potentially, we could give this guy. He's gonna. Damn! Let's do it. And we get Alpha Moore. Alpha Moore, welcome on the board. Welcome on the team. Welcome to the future of the Chicago Blackhawks. And then we will be drafted. They have our 51st overall. It's fine. But we're going to have the 60th overall. If you look here, we're going to draft. Since we already got too many forwards, I feel like we should go for Michael Halabau. Michael Halabau. Wait a second. Danny Bute's there. I say we draft Danny Bute because he could get taken pretty soon. So, but what's the next pick? 66. He could honestly get taken. Let's take him. Danny Bute, welcome to the org. And here is where we're gonna do. We're gonna try to get a great draft here. We are gonna draft. Probably we're gonna draft Theo. Theo's defense is terrible, but he's at best to be a tough time cracking the lineup in his current league. That's kind of a problem. So he's not that physical now. Maybe not, because this guy, he's fringe. He's not gonna look like a good defenseman. That's kind of an issue. We might want to draft. We're gonna draft a defenseman. Probably David Reinbacher. David Reinbacher could be, but he's fringe. But like I said, what? He's not good enough to be a regular. So his good playmaking ability. Because he tends to say that's the good part. He says I tend to stay out of trouble. He's a nice guy, but the problem about that is that we're probably gonna go and draft a decent guy. If you look at this guy, he's born in Sheraton, PE. Let's go and draft. I really like this guy because we could probably draft him with a later pick, but I want to draft either him or Weinbacher here because Weinbacher has better statistics. Oh my god, I just noticed that. We really need the white defense in a way, but look at he didn't have a kind of an icky backer here. He hasn't had a good season. Weinbacher's been playing great with this team. If you look at his internationals not the greatest. No, international hasn't been the greatest internationals, but he's a guy that I feel like that could fit our future. He could fit the team system. I feel like he could do that. Be a decent defenseman. We don't have that much types of defense D-man in our team, so we're gonna draft David Weinbacher off the team. He just brings solidness. And if we look here, I don't even know a lot of these guys, but we will most likely be we're most likely gonna be drafting. We need to get a goalie somehow. Let's bring John Kovac. John Kovac, welcome to the team. But they just did email Jamba. He has a seal. And we're gonna be drafting Goo. Let's see his potential. His potential's a fridge. He could probably be a 4-flatter at best. But we'll do it. We'll do it with this pick. We need some like future guys. If you look here, like they play a decent game. They play a fair amount game. Like we already said we will most likely side Bedard instant. Bedard's the guy that we will side to an instant contract. Right, Nazar needs to get signed too, because I feel like this guy could use another NCAA season, but I just feel like that Frank Nazar could play the AHL, dominate the AHL, develop to a proper lead player. And if you look at Oliver Moore is probably gonna play the NCAA this year. We don't need too much players. He'll dominate the NCAA, come to the NHL, become a great regular guy. And we got 2 goalies in the future. We got Jock Kovac, and we got Michael However. We don't forget we also have Dominic Boss. Dominic Boss plays a similar great role. I feel like we should sign him up. No, he wants to stay college this year. He's 22. That's kind of a concern. If he does not develop into a great player, he will not be a goalie in the future. And we're most likely are going to trade the likes of Slava David or like Jake Wise, because these players will not be subbing in the future. If you look here, the next great player that's available to us, there's Aiden Castle too, decent left winger. Has not the worst cards in the league. He'll be a fringe. He has great playmaking skills, but we already got a lot of playmakers. I really feel like we should go for a guy that has the ability to be like a powery forward guy. Like his body. I think he has very good stamina. One of injuries, but like we don't need to drop the best players, but we want to drop the best available most likely in these situations. Like I said, I feel like we should drop a defenseman with this pick. If we look here, who's Brady Bedard? Brady Bedard could be a solid of the future. But let's look at his scouted. But it's in a way of over his head or his playing team. We don't really have any of those players. Gabe Wiesnable. That's great. That is actually really good. He's a great potential he could develop into a good player. He could be a seal to draft. Let's do it. But he has great personality too. He has traits to be an actual great player. Like I feel like we should draft him. He has good scouting. He has good scouting notes to be a very great player in the league. And I feel like we should draft a defenseman with this pick because we have way too many forwards that we can draft. Often this draft, like if you look here, and I feel like with this pick we should probably draft. We most likely should draft Danny. Let's see both these cards here. Who is the better card? I feel like we're gonna need some stay-at-home guys, but we have a lot of stay-at-home guys. But I noticed we don't have that many 2-ways. This could potentially be a guy. If we look at his leagues, he doesn't play in. He's gonna be playing the NCAA next year, and he could really develop into a great guy here. But he's bigger. He's bigger in a way. He's bigger. And I feel like he'll be better. And we go again. We're most likely gonna draft. I think I know Torrance. I've heard of that name before. Kerry Torrance. I'll just draft him because I know who he is. We're gonna draft. Who are we drafting? I feel like we should draft Gabe. We have a lot of forwards already, but we need a guy that has who could be a great role in the future. We're most likely gonna do him. He'll be a 6th-round pick, and we're getting close to the 7th round. We should be close to the 7th round soon. We need to draft. I feel like we should draft another goalie. If we can. Like, no way, and he looks like a solid goalie. We don't even need a lot of these forwards. Like, we just need defense. I feel like we should take a defense with this pick. Most likely, you should take Bedard. He plays what Cards did. Let's do it. We're filling in both our pools. We're filling in both prospect pools. Could be something in the future. We're done the draft. But we did, like I said, we drafted Connor Bedard. We drafted. We should keep Wyatt for another year in the NCAA, in my opinion. I feel like this guy could do something. That could play better. This guy could be the guy that could do something. I said that Pilica will play for another season. The psych, in my opinion, I'm gonna do that. And I feel like Darbo Dvorsky should develop back into the Ikes next season. He could be a guy that can play solid. I feel like that this guy can do something. The SHL. We did sign Jerry Fairbrother. We do have a couple guys that we need to. We have a pretty strong prospect pool so far. We added pretty much a lot this draft. We added Connor Bedard, Oliver Moore to the prospect pool because of the trade we did. We traded a second. We traded a second and like a 4 prospect. And I feel like that is a good trade. Not a bad trade, but like Oliver Moore is going to be developed into like a strong center that could thrive. And then we have Colton Dock that could be like most likely will be a 3rd-line center, or we'll play left wing side of Bedard, or we'll play Oliver Moore. I feel like we should lock up these two for the future centers of the team. These guys can play well. These guys can get the puck. These guys could be a great. Or then I think we draft. I don't know if we drafted Weinrich. I think this guy was last year's draft. Yeah, this guy was last year's draft. We drafted Halibel, we drafted Pilica, we drafted B, we drafted Dvorsky. We had a pretty good draft here. Like, Sam Wiesel was going to be a solid 2nd or 3rd pair of defense in the future of this team. We have solid defensemen that's coming online. We look at transaction. Let's look at transaction. We made a trade, like we traded Howden. Howden has great potential to be something for them. For the Anaheim Ducks, if you look at the defense range, and then we look at the pick that they drafted. Who did they draft their second with the pick that I gave them? The 51st overall. They drafted Hunter Buzitiwis. And this guy looks like not a bad defenseman. That's actually not bad. This guy's potential to be something or something like that. If you look at his game, he's great playmaking. He's a playmaking defenseman. He gets the puck. He shoots the puck. He's not a bad point maker defenseman. He's just gonna need to work on his game. He could be a decent one in this league. And I was shocked that Buffalo drafted Leo Carlsson over Adam Fantilli. Arizona didn't even care about getting this third overall pick. They got their guy. And then Zach Benson gets drafted by the St. Louis Blues. Montreal gets Crystal. Yeah, I kind of don't like this move at all. I kind of don't like it. I would have loved them to pick Smith and that pick, and then probably went for Crystal here. Or like a Michkov. That would be big W's. Getting Michkov and Smith. But like I said, We had not a bad draft. Like, let's look at our team. Let's look at our team and look at who we drafted with our pick. We look here. We drafted Connor Bedard here, and then we went ahead and drafted with second first round pick was Daborowski. Daborowski is a solid lightweight / center. He could be a decent second first line in the future. Daborowski, and then you get like, and we also have like prospects like Lucas Reichel, Flag Nazer that can crack the lineup. Our forward group is stacked. Like, we should most likely draft. I feel like next draft is a stronger defense core, so we could probably draft more defense next draft. Get some defense mids that can play well, and maybe even a goalie. We draft a goalie like in the later rounds, because we do have some decent goalies here. If you look at goalie wise, we have a goalie. We have Dominic Boss that could be a backup role, but we have Michael Howabell. Michael Howabell is looking like a good goalie in the future, looking promising in a way. And then you get Drew Comesso. Drew Comesso is not a bad goalie. He could be something in the future. There's a couple whites that we're going to have to trade here. There's a couple of these whites. We're going to have to trade. Like I said, we're probably going to have to deal. Or most likely going to just slap his whites, because we're not going to get something out of that. Maybe. Let's give you. We're going to trade a couple of our whites. So you're going for. Fourth now. Fifth. Yeah. We traded for fifth round pick. We're giving away people's whites here. So the whites are going to be given. We send off the whites of Slava David. A couple of these whites will be get dealt. Like I said, a couple of them will not be staying on the team. Like, we most likely will. We said we signed to him. I don't think Ivan's gonna be something, so we lapped the whites of him. Danny B will not sign instantly with us. He's gonna play for KHL for like the next 2 seasons. Probably will not make the NHL until we get back. Like, we have a great team future here. You look at Connor Bedard. You look at. I feel like we're building something special here. Like, we're building something really special. We're building a team. You look here. We're building a great dynasty team. We're hoping to be great for the future. We're hoping to be the type of team to be a dynasty. We're hoping for that.
Yo.
We're just hoping for that. I know this team has potential to be something, and I can see it. Like, this team definitely has potential to turn into something, to turn into a solid team. Like, but now it's gonna be playing rookie this year, and like I said, you already know that Connor Bedard is gonna be playing a rookie. Maybe Kosinski might play with him if he has a good preseason. It's looking like this team could be something for the future. Like, we're looking at like an actual good team here. We signed Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi gets signed. We have a couple signings here. We have Bertuzzi. We have Kosinski will most likely be saying if they don't say in NHL, he'll most likely be. He looks very good. And you got Michael Lozado that will. We need to sign somebody else. We need to sign somebody else that will get us a contract for $3 million. We just sign someone like, I feel we just signed Watson or a Color be a decent featherweight out to the team. And if we look at let's look at the protection. We're gonna look at Pascal. Pascal's gonna be our backup next season. We have a tandem of that. And if you look here, we're gonna put Kessel on the first white wing because I like that. Counter attack. Could he play counter attack? Yeah, he can play counter attack role. And then we have Tyler Bertuzzi that will play a solid up and chest game, up and down winner. He'll add. I feel like Bedard will be fantastic with him. And then you add here. You add a great Bedard on top of that. You get a great line there. Actually, Lars Eller will most likely be. I feel we should put Lars Eller. And then we have that. We have this. Kershaw will play at the third line. And then you got like him playing a solid third line game. You get a team. We're most likely going to be dealing a lot of these guys next season. Like John Klingberg's going to be playing first pair, but who's threat? Who's not supposed to be? Howardman we're putting down in the AHL. Like I don't think this guy will make that. This guy could make the NHL actually, but no, we're most likely going to put up there. We look here. You look at the way. You look at that. You look at this. I feel like this. Now Shudo will have to play in the AHL. And then you get Connor Clifton. Connor Clifton. Kaczynski. I feel Kaczynski should play with that. Because let's get him tied to play with that. A veteran, you know. And then Connor Clifton. Connor Clifton can play a solid left defenseman game. He could help Ian Mitchell develop into a great player. Great defenseman. Great play. And we're trying not to be the let's see team security here. If you look at job security, we're rebuilding. Our objective this season again is to not finish last. Once again, we acquired a couple actual proper players. Like our fame just went up by a lot. We picked Bedard, we lost Mrazek, but Mrazek is not a great player. That's the good part that we gave away of. We got rid of Mrazek because Mrazek isn't a great player. Mrazek isn't a guy that we want. And we also got rid of we drafted these two in the first round. That's plus is 2 of us. Plus 5 we get Tyler Bertuzzi. Tyler Bertuzzi's a great player. He'll be played for the next 2 seasons. Basically, if you're looking at this guy will be a 7th D. Just in case of injuries. If injuries happen, he'll be the 7th defenseman. He'll be the guy that will take care of the injury system if something happens. We're kind of gonna have to draft someone probably to a bad deal. And like we have an 8th defenseman, pretty much just in case if something happens. And I'm probably gonna have to sign a guy into like a big deal. Like we're gonna have to do protected list, and we're gonna have to get rid of someone that we don't need. So Buddy Robinson could leave the team. He could be a buyout, and we could sign and we could go and offer on someone else. So like. Hey, Levy can leave. A couple of these guys can leave. We don't need a couple of them. When Sedu doesn't need to come back, we could buy him out. Buy out England. England we don't even need either. It had. Liam Gorman. I'm not gonna most likely get rid of these. Victor is just playing solidly and Hista, we have a quite. I wanna overpay someone though, because Quake Smith, no. We're gonna pay someone that does. We're gonna just overpay someone that doesn't even need to be overpaid, just because we have to get ourselves Nolan Witchy. Nolan Witchy would be a. We don't need Nolan Witchy. Thomas Waffle, no. Probably Travis Dermott. We're kind of gonna be so like. It's all about us. We're kind of still gonna be above it unless we call someone up last big salary. We signed way too much here, but we needed to. But I feel like I said, I feel like we need to get rid of something. Wait, Sutter, like I said, is gonna go. Where's Ella is gonna go? No, I was gonna say. Kiwi most likely will get bought out, so we need to buy somebody. We have all like off season to do some stuff. So let's look at the list. So we have backwards Sibley. Like, what are these guys we? Damn, top 5 is it's all forwards. I want to see a defense that I'm probably gonna try to aim for this season. So probably either Sam Dickinson or like a Krobiak type. We're looking for an actual good defense draft. So someone like Flicker. We're looking at like trying to get a good defense draft. Like next draft, we don't need so bleedy. In my opinion, we don't because we have Bedard. It would be amazing probably to get those guys. But like I said, since will help out rebuild. But like no matter what, you should be picking most likely the best available. So let's look here. Delzato, looks like that. Klingberg. Klingberg's gonna be a decent bet. I really like the style a lot for me because I get Klingberg, a guy that will play solid like first pair minutes with Kozinski. With Kozinski, he should be good because Kozinski he'll help Kozinski grow into an actual great player. He'll be a good vet with presentation room. He'll be the guy that can help Kozinski become a very good player. Kozinski may not be playing the whole season, might be just playing 9 games and that's it. And then going back to Seattle Thunderbirds, we'll probably give him a 9-game trial if he dominates the preseason. If not, we'll put him back for the whole. We'll put him in the whole season for Seattle Thunderbirds. We gotta make sure that Kozinski does not get hurt this season. That will be our main one priority. We're gonna try not to get. That's my number 1 priority. I do not want Kozinski to get hurt this year. And number 1 priority is Kozinski not get hurt and to have a healthy season, play a rookie season, and hopefully he gets a lot of points for our team. A guy that can shut down, the guy who can get a lot of points. Like, I don't think we'll be as bad as last year, but I want to be at a down point like I did last year. I don't want to make playoffs this year. We're gonna continue to rebuild for year two most likely. And I feel like that we could do something and make this team be good in the next few years. That is something I'm planning on doing. That's something I want to do. I've been already planning on it. We went through the draft. We went through all the stuff. So yeah, like I said, we're trying to get a good team here. We're trying to build something. We're trying to get something. Next episode, we are gonna try to build for the preseason and get the preseason ready. Most likely, we're probably gonna serve it to. Most likely get a 7 to Bedard, get signed most likely, and then like probably maybe this will be not a long video like we usually do, but like I want to get something in here, so we'll try to get something that happened. The sim is taking a while for some reason, for some weird reason. It is taking a while. And like I said, we are going to build something. So this guy will get bought out. But it will... so like I said, a couple of these guys... So wait, we're trying to remove a couple of protects lists so we can sign a big guy to a big deal. We're going to be overpaid for a guy, though, in a way. Thomas Tatar could be not a bad. We're gonna stop. Well, I have to overpay a little bit to get us to like be good with the cap reason. So we're gonna sign him up to a 2-year, 6.55. Kind of an overpay in a way, but it's fine because Thomas Tatar could be a solid bottom 6 player for a team. Could play second line with that because I feel like Wadish is not gonna be part of our top 6 plans. Wadish will most likely say as a bottom, like as a third liner guy for a team. Will be a third line. Will be a guy that will get points. A guy that will. He will still be good. Like Matthew Phelps has had an impressive year. He'll be like a third liner next season for sure. I see Matthew Phelps as this. We're probably gonna have to. We did have a good season in Gutman. Gutman will say as in the league next season. Gutman will be having a downgrade probably because of the reason of. Most likely Matthew Phillips will go as a white winger here, and then you get Matthew Ryan Johnson, and you get Templey. Templey is gonna go down because Templey. We don't need Templey. Templey's a guy that we just don't even need. We don't even need that. We're gonna have probably a couple buyouts in the next few days. Brandon Sutter is gonna get bought out. Good fate that's helping our cap salary go up a bit. Peewee can go. Like I said, Bedard and him will fill up some roles. Wadish will probably have to play 4 or 5 minutes. We're gonna have to either deal we're probably gonna have to deal either Wadish or unless he plays 4 or 5 minutes. Like who's better, Wadish or Kershev's better in a way. So Wadish we're gonna be putting Thomas Tatar in the top 6, but we're gonna be dealing most of these guys though. In like close to the straight deadline, we're mostly gonna deal most of these guys. We're still gonna be pretty bad onto the league. We're gonna try and be bad as possible. Like I said, I don't wanna make playoffs. That's still my goal to not make playoffs. We have 2 like undressed people just in case if, like I said, injuries happen. Like we have Michael Dezzetto will fill up the slot. Michael Dezzetto has had not a bad season with Anaheim. He's been a guy that got points. He's been a guy that is a good veteran. And you got like Mike Stone. We added Mike Stone onto the team. And I feel like we're probably gonna have to do some re-signing. We're gonna have to auto qualify on. That's just in case if we do not re-sign him instantly. Lucas Weichel. Actually, yeah, we'll take that. 3 years. That's a good deal. That's a very good deal for Lucas Weichel. Next 3 years is going to be a seal for Lucas Weichel. And then you get Phil Kessel and Michael Templey had a great year. We will resign him to that 3-year deal. We're going to have Michael Templey back for the next 3 years after this year. He's been not a bad player. And then you get Wadish, that will be questionable. If Wadish does not have a good year, he's probably gonna want to go. Wadish could take less probably. So we're gonna auto qualify that. So he may not get re-signed. And then he'll need to be qualified, and then Quivel will most likely get qualified. He's been not bad on our team whatsoever. So it's getting him. Well, we qualify a lot of these guys because they're asking a lot more than they need. Like that. This guy's probably gonna go after the season. We're just using him as a 1 year. Pascal is not playing the NHL since the 2018-19 season. He's been not bad, but like we need him to suck at 4 teams to qualify the big role. Watson, we should be able to start Watson too. Watson's a guy that could do something. Could be a decent add on the push. We're signed for a year. We're gonna get Watson. Watson could be not a bad veteran guy. I'm in the mix now too, so There's gonna be a couple guys we're gonna be trying to sell. There's gonna be a couple guys we're gonna be trying to deal this in a straight debt this season. There's gonna be a couple guys we're gonna try to get something good for them. Like Tyler Bertuzzi most likely will say if Bedard actually passed the preseason, he'll most likely stay at the team for the whole season because we need. But Kessel will most likely be leaving the team though. Kessel will go. I want Kessel to get traded to a playoff team. I feel like Kessel could be not a bad add to a team. He'll be like, we'll trade him for like a third round pick probably at best. Potentially we can try and get a third, but if not, like we did get some signings here. We ended up signing. We didn't sign Connor Bedard yet. Connor Bedard is still on the waits list of sides. Watson, we're gonna need to add. You gotta be shooting me. Pascal, like I said, Pascal came to the team. And Frank Neza, we already know. Like I said, Thomas Tatar will be back. Should be back for the season. Did he get Carter Sherry? Carter Sherry should be back for the season. Carter Sherry's a bit of an overpay, but we kind of had to in a way to get a guy like that. Reese Johnson, I most likely am going to deal this guy because of the reasons of Connor Sherry is gonna need to play. These minutes. Like I said, Connor Sherry could play a great bottom 6-4. Connor Sherry is just that guy. I feel like, in my opinion, that could be a great veteran. Could be a great guy. Thomas Tatar will be back. We're gonna put him in LTIR for now, though, until he comes back. Fairweather will be going to the Westford, the Watford Watford Ice Hawks. He'll be playing there. Same as Trudell, they'll be playing in the same exact team again. And you can see this team is building something. We're building something here, but we're not trying to be a playoff team. This team does look like they could slip for a playoff spot, but like I really don't want this team to be a playoff team next year. If we do too good, we will have to deal some of them. Because I do not want to be in a playoff spot. Like I said, Thomas Tatar will be great with Lucas Weichel. Lucas Weichel will have a great season producing to James Williams Day, in my opinion. Like I said, I feel we're most likely going to have to deal Reese Johnson. Reese Johnson is the guy that I feel we're going to have to. We're gonna try and get a pick. Sean Day. Sean Day's nothing special. Let's try to get a pick. No, like, seriously, like... I feel like we should shop him again. Because I'm not taking player. I'm taking out pick. If you give me a pick, I'll take it, most likely. Unless it's a 7-4-6. Reese Johnson deserves like a... I'm just gonna share it to a team, so... we did give away a player. Like, Kachuk played 5 games of Edmonton, and he went to the AHL, did not play good there. He had a down season for himself. Well, also, like I said, I want to deal Laddish. No, I want to deal Johnson. Johnson's a guy that I feel we should deal. We can get some pretty decent, I feel like, for him. Very likely about a 3rd round pick, most likely not. Oh, think. We probably could get a 3rd for him. They have. We can get a 3rd for 2025. That is just a dub because Reese Johnson is probably potentially going to be a 2025 player. He'll be a great bottom 6 for the Oilers. Oilers could use a guy like that. Even though Reese Johnson could have been a great bottom six for a future, but we have guys like Radish that will fill out that role. We have guys like shoot, this guy wants over close to 2 mil. Are you serious, bro? I don't want to sign Watson to a 2-year deal. That's just terrible. We're signing him to a 1-year deal because I feel like we don't need him for Ryan Reeves. No, definitely not. Ryan Reeves played for a while this season and hasn't been probably too bad, but that's a bad contract. That's a bad contract. They signed him to a very bad contract. Frank Nazar is going to be probably playing on AHL this season, racking up like lots of points, racking up good points at the time. Frank Nazar is a future guy. Frank Nazar is the guy that I feel like that will dominate and will be a great player for this team in the future. Like, we have actual great prospects in the system, and I have a big belief that Frank Nazar can do something for this team in the near future. Connor Bedard finally signs with us. It's been like a few days now. We waited for a signing. We waited for something to happen. Mostly, yeah, we knew it. I knew Montreal was highly interested in this guy. Are you serious, bro? This guy is gonna ask for like a big overpay. But I'm not signing this guy up for 2 years. Making that clear right now. Connor Bedard will be the 98 number. And Connor Bedard will play on top role. And he's going to be that guy, and he's going to be a solid player to this team. Like I said, Connor Bedard plays a very great game. Connor Bedard plays a very smart game. I feel like his playmaking suit him more sniper. I feel like sniper suits him more. But like I said, we have a great team. But like, I don't want to be overly competitive this year. We want to be a bit more competitive, but like not make the playoffs. That's something that I want to do. Become a bit more better, but not make the playoffs. That's something like I said I don't want to do. So we're gonna try and make that our goal this year. That is definitely one of my goals this year. I'm probably gonna just end it here. We just wanted to do the draft today and all that. Just for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed Thursday's video. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and notifications. I'm recording this early. This is on Tuesday. I'm recording this, the 25th of July, but it will be uploaded on the 26th of July. Thursday this will be uploaded. I'm just doing a couple videos in advance for you guys because why not? And I hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.